Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. Today is Wednesday. It's April 25th, 2012, and as you can see right here on Yahoo Finance's homepage, they got the NASDAQ logs a 2.3% leap after Apple earnings. So the day was a big day for the market, and everyone's applauding that. Yay, rally, go, go. No, I'm going to just rain on your parade. Let's go look at the charts. Okay, here we are looking at the NASDAQ chart. This is a 3-month chart. When we were talking about this back during this time frame, we had a nice move going to the upside here. We didn't play it because we saw this bearish divergence forming, telling us that this move right here was not really sustainable. It's going to get a pullback. She gets a pullback here, makes a lower low than she had here or here, makes a lower low here, and does a couple of things right here that caught my attention. Number one, it's the first time she's made a low, so she's never actually tested this high. That tells me that there's going to be a test of the high, and I'd like to trade that if at all possible. Next thing I noticed was a large gap between here, this close of this candlestick, and the open of this one here. So that was something that I know that gaps typically get filled, so it's something else to, support the bullish move to the upside. And then, of course, there was the hammer candlestick formation here, which also was another reason to be looking for a reversal to the upside. So all that in all, the next day I was okay, I'd be a buyer here. You take this as a buy opportunity, looking for a test of the previous high. She runs to the upside here. We say advance the stop that was down here to keep advancing along the way until you get stopped out, or you get your target reached, or whatever you want to play it. We eventually get stopped out, reaching our target here, and then she takes off to the upside. I tell you, don't worry about it. You're not missing anything because you're going to have to pull back down anyway. So you don't chase it. There's no reason to do that. You'll get another buy opportunity, whatever. And there's a couple of things about this that interested me at the time. Number one, we had a pullback here, which was concerning because you had previously had a series of higher highs going on. So whenever you break that, all of a sudden you have to ask yourself, what's going on? Why is the trend? Is the trend failing here? Is it just pulling back? What? Then we get this rally up here, but we didn't get a lot of gaps in it. And we got a little one here, we got a little one over here, but nothing like a real market peak. Market peaks tend to get really nice gaps, really obvious. Anybody can see them, but nobody cares about them until it's too late, kind of thing. And eventually, we get a big one right here. Well, that gives me that much more confidence when I see this shooting star form here. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to short that. So the next candlestick formation, that's exactly what we do. Down she goes, and we've been right ever since. Got stopped out here. She jumps up here. We reverse short again. She bounced around sideways for a bit. We said this is going to break. She does, and we make money. Advance the stop. We got stopped out 2 days ago. So where are we at now? Well, the market, the NASDAQ, has made a big move to the upside, and everyone's yeah, go, go, go. But look at it. What do you see? What is it that's wrong with this right now? You should see what I see, and that is that you have a very nasty size, a large gap between the actual close here, the bottom of that candlestick formation, all the way up to here. That's huge, and that basically tells you everything you need to know. You're going to fill that gap. So before you chase this rally any higher, think about that. Do you want to be a buyer there when in fact you're going to be going lower again? Probably not. So what I'm doing, I'm just sitting on the sidelines. I'm not saying the market has to turn around tomorrow. That's not the point of finding a gap. You don't know when they're going to reverse and fill those gaps. What you do know is they will fill those gaps 9 times out of 10. So what we're going to do is just sit here and watch it. And when we see another one of these guys show up, the little shooting star formation, like that inverted hammer, upside down hammer formation, that's when I'll get interested on the short side. Right now, we don't have it. Intraday, we started to form one, then it shook it off. It's showing that it's going to push higher. Let it push as high as it wants. It can push all the way up here if it wants to. Eventually, it will give me the right sign, and I'll enter on the short side and trade that back to the downside. But for now, I wouldn't chase this market. For those of you, when we talked about this hammer formation here, for those of you who took that analysis and made your decision to buy, you should have been a buyer because she had made a higher high than this high here, this candlestick's high, the next day. So the next day you were a buyer, your stop was here. That's a good trade for you. You are making money good. Take your stop loss limit and advance it. That's paramount. If you don't do that, you can losing that gain. So always advance your stop. That's what we did over here. We were short. We advanced the stop when she broke down. She starts moving. We lowered the stop. Eventually get stopped out. That's going to happen. That's fine. We're making money. That's all that matters. Up here, you're moving higher. Take the stop that was down here and move it to at least here. If you start to fill that gap, you don't want to be long. So just keep doing that as every day forms. Just keep advancing your stop. Eventually, you'll get stopped out and I'll be short. In any event, that's what I see about the NASDAQ. So don't just be looking at the news and say, hey, market was up, I'm happy. It takes a lot more than that to be a successful trader, okay? And really, you guys have seen this how many times now? Update here, update here, update here, update here. Didn't mean nothing. Why is this one different? For those of you who are not really familiar with gaps and analyzing different gaps, you can go to our free website at perfectstockalert.com. It's an entire tutorial library there on technical analysis, different gaps that are out there. There's different types of gaps that you should know about. And one of them actually would be something that you would buy. And it's not something that you expect to fill short term. It would actually rally for a good bid. So that's important to note, and a lot of traders will be looking at this thinking that this may be one of those. It could be, but one of the telltale signs of that, whenever you have a gap that's sustainable and it's going to rally for a good while, is that they'll have really strong volume behind the day's activity. And when you look at today's activity compared to the previous days, you just don't see that. Yeah, you have average volume, but it's not above average volume to support a major move to the upside. We're going to run for weeks and months, and no, don't get all caught up in the hype. The buy volume today is less than the sell volume you've seen for any of the past days, past 4 days. There's nothing here that supports a really strong bullish market. It's just begun because we had an up day. If you've not been to our free website at perfectstockalert.com, it's right there. It's 100% free, and all we ask in return, please refer a friend, aka share our videos online. All right, God bless, take care, enjoy your evening, and I will see you all tomorrow. Please take a moment to review our disclaimer. The information provided herein is our opinion only. Under no circumstances do any statements here represent a recommendation to buy or sell securities or make any kind of an investment. You are responsible for your own due diligence. To summarize, we do not provide investment advice, nor do we make any claims or promises that any information here will lead to a profit, loss, or any other result. These videos are for educational purposes only.